Hi friends, in my previous videos I have shown you how to create EC2 instance and how to configure IaaS on that particular EC2 instance. In this video we are going to see how to deploy a website to your IaaS server which is on the EC2 instance. So for this you need to do three steps. One is setting up the inbound rule and enabling the port part of it. Second one, you need to configure your management under the IaaS. Third one, you need to install web deploy software on your on your Windows server. So these are the three steps we are going to perform before we start with the code. So first, I'm on the console of AWS, and this is the instance we launched earlier. Simply go to your launch wizard under the security groups. So here you select security group. As soon as you select, you can see inbound and outbound rules. So here you can select edit bound rules and then add a rule. So the port number you are going to add is 8172. I'll take it as my IP for now. So anything else I'm just saying. Okay, just save rules. The first step is over. The second step is you need to remotely log in into the same instance. This is the one, and you need to start configuring your IaaS for management. Let me just go to the same steps, dashboard, and add roles and features. Click on it. Next, select the role based, no problem. Next. So under that you select the web server. Under the web server, select the management tools. Under this, select the management service. This is very much required for deploying your website through the web deploy. So simply enable that. Click on next. And earlier we have installed all the relevant tools for the IaaS except the management service, because we are enabling this because we are going to deploy through the web deploy. In case if you want to just simply copy the relevant files and to the IaaS, then you can directly do that. But here my channel is different. Even through the FTP you can do it directly by exposing your one folder through the FTP. But here I want to do it directly from the Visual Studio to your IaaS deployment. So just simply click on install, let it install. It takes a few minutes, approximately less than 2 minutes. It installs successfully, and then close this. So the third step what I mentioned was web deployment. So you need to install the web deploy tool. So for that I'm just going to the Microsoft Windows, search for it. So it is just kept on asking whether these websites are trusted. I'm just adding those websites under the trusted. That's fine. So finally we are here to download Web Deploy 3.6. If there is any latest versions available, you can go ahead still. I'm going to download this. Got a lot of websites need to be added for this trust center. So finally we are here. So finally it started asking whether you want to save it. Either you can download it or just simply save as started. So you can now see the web deploy is downloaded. Simply run that and install the software required. Accept the terms and then go on. I want to go with the custom because I have to select a few more which are required. So enter feature will be installed on the local drive, feature will be installed when required. So I'll just take all these options. So I selected all the options because I will need remote agent service, more or less I need almost all these features. So click on next, but don't forget to select all those to install. So after approximately 4 to 5 minutes, the installation process is over. Simply click finish. So we are almost set to go with the creation of a new project on the Visual Studio and deploy to IaaS. So let us go back to my desktop. We are still remotely accessing the EC2 instance. So I'm just going to open the Visual Studio. So now select create new project and select ASP.NET Core Web Application or ASP.NET Web Application. I'm going to just take .NET Framework ASP.NET Web Application. Click next and then name it to deploy EC2. Great. And I'm going to take the MVC, but you have plenty different options like SPA, single page application, or web forms or web API. But let us go with the MVC application now. We'll come and land here. So now if you want to just check locally what is this application, simply select IaaS Express. It takes a few seconds obviously. So here you can see the home page, about and contact pages which are coming from your code. Let us just switch back to the code and just stop the website. At least we have seen what it is, and then you can check all those pages under the controllers and views. So these are the pages we have seen there, about, contact, index. So if you want to modify anything, go ahead and modify in this CS HTML pages. So coming back to the deployment to our EC2 instance, simply right click on your project, publish. You also have different options to publish to the Google Cloud. At the same time, publish to the AWS Elastic Beanstalk. Elastic Beanstalk is managed service. You don't need to worry about your servers maintenance and all those stuff. But whereas now we are going with EC2, where you have to manage all your servers. It's like infrastructure as a service, whereas Elastic Beanstalk is platform as a service. So let us jump into publish. App service is something from the Azure. It is again managed service from the Azure. Azure Virtual Machine, again it is infrastructure as a service from Azure, but we are going with the AWS EC2 instance and through the web deploy method. So select IaaS FTP. Under this you can see publish your app using web deploy or file transfer. We have already configured the web deploy on the EC2 instance, hence we can straightforward go. Just simply select configure, create profile. Under the web deploy you can see the server name, site name, all these details are required. Let us just go back to the server. So here I'm going to just create a new website, add website. Before that, let me stop the default website. You can even deploy your code to the default website, but I'm not going to do that. Rather, I'm just creating a new website so that there will be clarity on what we are doing. To deploy, you can give any name. It is not necessary that you have to give the same name as per your project name. Don't worry about it. I just made one under the I'm just creating a separate folder for better maintenance, or you can just go to the www and then make that as a folder. So under this, to deploy to EC2. This is just my folder where the files are going to be copied to. So select the path and then go with all the default parameters. Okay. Yes. So let me stop this first and then start my website. Now if you just browse it, so there is nothing like no pages, nothing. So we will anyway come back to that. Don't worry about all these errors. Now one more step you need to perform. You need to configure your web deploy on it. Simply right click on your website which you have just created, deploy, configure web deploy publishing. These are the details which we will require to configure the web deploy on your Visual Studio. Hence anyway, before going to that, setup here, publish enabled. Just by clicking setup, the publish is enabled. So now you're free to go ahead and do the stuff. So you can copy these details. Paste the server. Instead of taking the machine name, take the IP from your console of your AWS. So I'm just copying my IP address here. Sorry. The other one, you need a site name. You know the site name you have given there, to deploy to EC2, if I'm not wrong. Let me just check back for a safer side. To deploy EC2, sorry, my website name is here, to deploy EC2. Just enter that and meanwhile copy the user ID. So one is to deploy EC2 is my site name, and I'm just copying my user ID. Just go back to your password and copy that. Copy the password. I think E is missing here, EC2, that is the name of the instance. So I think we are all good to go. Validate the connection. It is asking the security certificate was issued, so let us just accept it. Now validation is successful, hence next. If you have any other options to select, go ahead. I don't have anything to select here. Save. My profile is ready. So what the next step is? Simply publish by using that custom profile we have created just now. And now you need again the password. As I already copied, just simply paste it there. So everything is successful, the build is successful, and the publishing is also successful. Let us just go back to your remote desktop. Let us try out here. Add manage website, browse. So it's already started waiting for localhost. It will take little time to run the code and show you the page. Meanwhile, I'll take you to the folder just to show you whether the files are copied. Yeah, let me come back. So your pages are copied there to your EC2 instance. You can see all the pages are running. So let us go back to the code. Your code is running fine, and then the next step is I'm just checking whether, sorry, explore. You can see all the required files like views and the controllers, shade files, all those things are copied here, fonts, scripts, everything. So this is the code which is deployed by your Visual Studio to the folder. You can check the folder name also to deploy to EC2. That's all good. It's running fine. The code is deployed, and the website is also running on the EC2 instance. How about outside the EC2 instance as a public IP? Let us check. So instead of this, I'm going to take the IP address and we'll give it a try. I already have a IP address here. So I copy that, simply go to the another tab and give it a try. So it's all working fine. It's publicly available. Now in case if you have a domain, you can make use of Route 53 to configure your website so that it will resolve the domain name internally. So you can also do that. But now my motto was like just to create a website and deploy to the EC2 instance. Thanks for watching my videos. Please share your feedback in the comments.